Welcome. So, I thought I'd start the show off and talk a little bit about shipping because for those of us who are either just new or starting out, or even for a seasoned folks like myself, shipping sometimes can be a challenge. Shipping is always, should I charge it? Should I not charge it? Okay, it's only 4 ounces. I could just send it straight to first class for about $3 or so, $2.66, depending on where you are and where it's shipping to, because it's all calculated now technically. It used to be where first class anywhere between 1 ounce and 1 pound. We knew exactly how much it was going to be. If it was 10 ounces, we knew the exact amount, whether it was going to the next state or straight across the country. That's not the fact anymore. The fact is that every single area that it goes to, it's all calculated based on distance and the way it goes. One of the great things that I just found. Good morning, Adam. Adam, let me know if you'd like to join me this morning. Be happy to have you on. I'll send the link or I'll shoot it in the chat. I'm talking a little bit about shipping this morning and whether or not, we are as seasoned sellers, whether or not it was over $5. Yeah, it's crazy because I was just saying that it's all calculated now. It used to be first class. If we knew it was 10 ounces, we knew exactly what it cost us to go. And most of the time, anything under a pound, most of us were always charging free shipping. I was always charging free shipping on everything up until recently. And then I decided hard goods or anything that is less than a pound, or clothes especially, I wouldn't charge because of the competition out there. But I also got turned on. Thank you, Donatella Bottolino. She's been great. And I always had a pirate ship account, but every time I priced things, it didn't seem much of a difference between what eBay was charging me. Yeah. So depending on what eBay was charging me versus what pirate ship was charging me, it was all the same, but come to find out that I have to change the settings. So I was going to share my screen a little bit here and just kind of show the pirate ship screen. In fact, I have to make sure I just thought about it. Do I even have my pirate ship account on this computer? Because I'm always switching between my computer and my husband's computer. Let's see, pirate. Let's go in there and say pirate ship, log in. See if it knows me. It doesn't know me, so we'll make sure we remember. It's a bad thing with passwords all the time. I do it every time. I save them. I don't write them down, and then it's like, ooh, is that my login or not? All right, good. It is my login. Now, next challenge with StreamYard. It's not a challenge. I'm kind of finding it easy. Let me see if I can share my screen. Adam, I'm going to use you as a test dummy. You're going to tell me if you can see everything and everything's looking good. All right, so I'm going to do my applications window, share. Let's see. Okay. Share. And then I'm going to put up my pirate ship. All right, so this is my pirate ship. I don't know if you guys can see. Adam, let me know if that's a clear photo for you, if you can see it. And the problem is I have to toggle back and forth to read your comment. Okay, good. All right. So what I had, let's just take an example. Let's take this one. And this was another choice. Should I go pirate ship or should I stay with USPS? This was going to Skokie, Illinois. I believe I did just ship this via priority padded flat rate. It was a pair of shoes. Let me just double check. I think that's what it was. Let me go into my eBay. And oh, this is my husband's eBay. All right. We won't worry about it right now. But I believe it was a pair of shoes, and I believe that I got them into a padded flat rate for $7.33, And if I went down to put in the information, this is what I didn't realize. I had it always said, if you see this drop down, I always had it said on this box or rigid packing. So thinking that was where I was saving my most money with pirate ship, that isn't true. And how I kind of found all that out is when Donatella sent me a box, I got this garbage bag over a box. And I was like, why the heck did she waste all these garbage bags on these boxes? That doesn't make any sense. It seems like that would be a waste of money. But a box and a bag is one of the choices here. So you can ship something in an envelope, a padded envelope, a poly bag, a soft pack, or a box in a bag. So even in those poly bags, because we tried one yesterday, I put a box in a poly bag. So it was $11.95 to ship it based on measurements and weight with USPS. And when I came over here and I put the information in and chose in the screen box in a bag, it landed up being $7.65. It was crazy. I was like, oh my God, that's like $4 I'm saving to do it that way. So, okay. So everybody's going to say, yeah, but you wasted the bag. Well, first of all, my eBay bags, which that one went into, the poly bags, I don't pay for them. I'm an Anchor store. I get, I forget now, is it $100? Yeah, $150 worth of supplies a month in bags and boxes and things like that. So technically it didn't cost me anything. Yeah, she does it all the time. It's great. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't, oh, it's a little small. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Let me see. I don't know if that makes any difference at all. When you want to ship, you pick the item you want to ship, you click on it, and then you put the information in. Now this is, I'll just go to the previous step here because it's actually showing me, yeah, see this order is already being processed, but it will tell me exactly, this is the Kenneth Cole. Oh, this is the shoes I just, and I did it by eBay. I did not do it through pirate ship, only because the padded flat rate, I was able to get the shoes in for $7.33. Although a box with 3 pounds going to Skokie, Illinois was still $7.65, which is still a great price, I think, when I'm used to paying upwards of, $9, $10, $11 sometimes, depending on where in the country it's going. And my location here in New York, it seems like we always joke that everything we sell that's big and bulky goes to California. Funny part is it really has more to do with the fact that California is, very highly populated state. It doesn't really mean that, okay, everybody's buying, in California and we live in New York, they're doing it just to slight me on the the shipping. We always joke about that, and I know that's not true, but I just wanted to share that with you guys because I think that is really a great kind of, I won't say secret, but if you're not signed up with pirate ship and you're not doing that box in a bag, even down to 3 pounds, especially if it's going far, like that $7.65 goes to California too. Like maybe it's $8.30 something, but I mean, it's just so much better. And that particular item that I sold yesterday, I'm trying to remember, it was 3 pounds. It was in a 12 by 9 by 6 box, I believe, $7.65. And I want to say didn't go to California, that particular one. I think that one went to, I don't remember now, maybe Texas, another state that we get a lot of orders from because, again, Texas is a very populated state. So, oh, yeah, Jason Deason does it too. Great. Well, I guess I'm the last one to the party. But, even though I'm doing this so long, until I actually got attuned and kind of logged into YouTube to see what other folks were doing, I didn't really know it. I didn't know, somebody had talked when I first signed up for YouTube, somebody talked about pirate ship. So I signed up for pirate ship thinking, oh, great, pirate ship's going to save me money. And the only time I saw it saving me money was on the bigger packages, but I was still picking box, and it was still like 50 cents. It wasn't anything like crazy, crazy. There she is, the star of my show. Hey, Donna, let me know if you want to come in. I was actually just raving about you with the box in a bag because I was talking about shipping and the fact even just over the last couple of days with shipping and putting stuff in the bag. In fact, I sent Donna an instant message yesterday, right, Adam? Speaking of pirate ship. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's really honestly a great thing. And until I actually became a YouTube follower of everybody who was doing this, I didn't know. But yeah, Al, it's you've never done this since RV Flips heard busted for a box in a bag. Pirate ship reads you can put a box into the envelope as long as it's still shaped like an envelope. Oh, that's interesting. That's very interesting. U.S. only cares about the outer packaging, so there is a box inside your polymer envelope. There's no problem. Yeah, yeah. I think it's great. I really do. It's the greatest thing now that I learned. And you know, we all talk about hindsight is 2020. If I think over the last 20 years of how much money I overspent on shipping, I'm like, oh my God, I spent so much extra money thinking about, you know, what I paid $10 and $15 and $20 for. It's crazy. All right, guys, I'm putting the StreamYard link in the chat. If anybody wants to come in and jump in, feel free. Donna, Al, Adam, whoever wants to jump in, feel free. I'm good with any of you. But I can look back and say, I know that USPS is the only one that they ship on pirate ship. And I think I asked Donna that question. But I'm curious to know if anyone has ever used it outside of the 48 states, for example, Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico. I'm wondering if we can do that because I'm thinking about a Coleman stove that we shipped to Puerto Rico. And oh my God, I know we got so burnt on that stove just because of the way we had the shipping set up. And I'm going back a little bit, but I don't know if, yeah, Adam says if you ship 5 packages a week, you can save $20. So true. So true. And some packages even more. Like I said, that one package yesterday, $11.95 through the post office, stick it in a poly bag, and it was $7.65 with pirate ship. All right, Donna's saying no, she hasn't sent to Puerto Rico. I would just be curious if that's the same, you know, rules and regulations. It is considered part of the United States, and the shipping, you know, even first class and stuff, you can go there. But I'm thinking about a heavier item, and if pirate ship will take those zip codes, because you know, obviously there's some things that just don't go. I remember even or APO, military bases, things like that. I've spent extra on if you can do it to those as well. If you guys know, Al or Donna or Adam, if you've shipped anything there that way, I'd be curious to find out. I don't restrict my shipping at all. I mean, I ship everywhere, international too. I do not use the global shipping program. I knock on wood. I have had fine luck with just doing the global shipping on my own. I ship everywhere. You know, maybe a rare occasion I might not, but I don't even know of anybody I refuse to ship to. Depending on questions, though, I see where they're from. I know I had one recently from somewhere around Russia or something, and they asked me to split up some magnets or something that I had, and I just said no, you have to buy the whole lot, especially because where they were. Wait, you missed the question. Okay, the question was basically military bases outside of the continental US, things like that. I'm going to start using GPS. I got burnt early by a scammer when I shipped to Brazil. Okay, yeah, and I've shipped there, and again, knock on wood, I haven't had issues. But you never know. Listen, I've had more issues inside the United States than outside of the United States, and I've had some really nice people outside of the United States. I sold recently one of my biggest shipments recently, and it was hundreds of dollars. My dad had a bunch of electronic magazines. The guy lived in Italy. I think he was moving to Paris or vice versa or something. And he bought I can't even tell you what the weight was, and he paid for the shipping, and he still communicates, oh, if you get any more of this, and thank you so much for this. And then there was a missing magazine, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't on my end. He didn't blame me for it. He said, I moved and I might have misplaced it. And out of hundreds and hundreds of magazines, he could have, who knows? And I could have too, but he was fine with it. And we chatted back and forth several times. So I've had those kind of experiences with global shipping. I really haven't, thank God, had anything. People have left me great feedback. Always, of course, charged for shipping there. But one and only time I had to refund somebody was my own mistake. It was a newspaper. I think I spoke about this earlier. I had picked up some old newspapers, and this one particular paper was a reprint, and I didn't pick it up. And inside the paper was an advertisement, and I didn't look through all the pages. And he showed it to me, and I believed him. I didn't doubt him for a second. It's always possible. I've always just used GPS. I wonder if it will increase business on eBay if I drop it. I don't know. I have my son's little 50-item store. It's the only one that I click the box for global shipping because he's not a store. He's just, a regular 50 items for free a month, account, not a store. So I did it on there because I don't think you get discounts like you get when you're like myself as an anchor store or even my husband as a premium store. So I think that's why I did the global shipping program on his. I really haven't sold anything on his globally. But again, I have a little more unique stuff on my main store than probably I have on his store, although I've had some comic books on his and maybe a record here or there, because those things do tend to go international. I find records, comics, magazines, books, those type of items seem to ship more globally than locally, especially for more money. I find I get a lot more money when I ship those things outside of the country. It's like the Bible I sold last Christmas. I had it up there forever, and the person who bought it was from Canada. So again, I think sometimes those folks buy things, and the same thing with electronics, like older type electronics, because I think it's some places it's newer for them, if that makes sense. Because they don't have sometimes, especially in some rural places. I just sold, in fact, Adam, you were the one, I believe, who looked it up, or was it Derek? Somebody looked it up for me. I had sold to a country called Mauritius most recently. I had no idea where it was, but I think he found out it was like in the Black Sea off of South Africa or something like that. Got great feedback. It was all good. No issues. So it's... I guess you can get burnt anywhere. It doesn't matter. That's a good point. I have about 10 pieces I need to list. I should check off global shipping program. Yeah, and if you use global shipping program, I did a TV mount. You're right. Thank you, Adam. You remembered that. That's right. It was a TV mount. Which is probably a little aged for us here. I don't know, maybe it's not. It's for a flat screen. So it might just be something that's a convenience they don't have the ability to get. That was actually part of a pallet buy from bulk.com. I do occasionally, when I'm not buying my merchandise from Donatella, I need some extra stuff. I order from bulk. I've only done it probably 4 or 5 times over the life of selling, because most of the time we're outsourcing. In fact, it was an island. Okay. Yeah, it was an island off the Black Sea somewhere. So, but no issues. All good. So I can't complain about that. I'm trying to think. It was one of the thing. Oh, I know. I had sent it to. I can't even say. Oh shoot, maybe it was Brazil. I don't remember. I thought I'd try my hand in a little bit of retail arbitrage. No, not even retail arbitrage. Drop shipping. Nah. Walmart had this great sale on laptops, computers, whatever, and I looked on eBay to see what they were selling for, undersold, right? We don't look at listings, we look at solds. And it was probably maybe a $60, $80 profit that I could make to flip it. And I figured, hey, why not? And Walmart ships free. Let me try it. Except the problem was the first one who bought it was out of the country, or maybe it was Puerto Rico. I don't even remember now. So unfortunately, they didn't ship there. Good news is they shipped to me free. Bad news was once I got it now, I had to ship it to them, which I didn't include shipping, or I did, but it was local shipping. I don't even remember. Didn't lose money, but I really didn't make money either. So it was a lesson learned. No more drop shipping for this gal, no matter how good it was. Oh, Adam says that Bulk was at eBay Open, but he didn't speak with them. I find that American people living in other countries are the ones that always buy from me. Yes, that's true too. There are a lot of those as well. I've spoken to some of those folks. In fact, somebody who actually was from my area, because they asked about, certain things that were related to my area here on Long Island. So it was funny. They were probably in Australia or Scotland. I can't. I never remember. It's an age thing, this memory thing. CRS, so to speak. But I don't know. Global shipping, they charge some extra fees, I understand, to the consumer. I don't know. I don't mark anything as gift. When I first started selling globally, yes, did I get some requests for that? My dad had a ton of camera equipment that I sold way back in the heyday of starting up my account to get feedback. We were auctioning everything off. And they were going to Japan, Taiwan, China. And it's funny, because then we didn't really have a big presence on PayPal. They were actually sending me the cash in an envelope, which I thought was so weird, like to get an envelope from China with like literally $500 in it, $600 in it, whatever it was. But that's how they paid. A lot of them waited for me to get the envelope before I shipped it, obviously, and that worked out in those days. But haven't done any of that recently. Maybe one off a year or two ago, I might have had somebody from a country say, "Hey, I bought from you before. I'll send you the money up front," and they did. And no money orders. Do not take money orders, guys. A lot of them are scams. I've gotten those offers before, even on. I had an argument one day with somebody on Facebook Marketplace. I I used to wholesale this, it's called Life Cell. It's a woman's face cream. And it retails for about $189. And I used to be able to sell it for about $100. Sometimes I did 2 for 1, things like that on sale. Well, they wanted to argue with me. No, you're going to take my money order and ship it to me. Like, I couldn't even believe this person. I'm like, no, I'm not going to take your money order. It's not happening. If you're on Facebook Marketplace, you can either PayPal me. Heck, you can even Zelle me through Chase or whatever, but you are not sending me no money order. I'm not taking no money order. I think I got burnt once with a money order, and this is probably even 3 or 4 years ago. I think I was safe enough, though, where I put it in, it bounced back, and then I hadn't shipped it yet. But it took like 3 days for it to bounce back. Yeah, people are nuts. People are definitely nuts, Donna, for sure. They weird stuff, And even now, I had recently put all of our stuff on Best Offer. I do that occasionally on and off. I haven't decided if that's a good thing, a bad thing, or what. Best Offer, even if it's on sale. I put a shirt up there, men's extra large. Can't think of the name of it now off the top of my head, but a pretty decent brand. But I had it at a reasonable price. It was under £1, so free shipping. And I think I had it up for $13 or $14.99, or best offer, $5. Somebody from California offers me. I'm like, listen, it's going to cost me almost $5 to ship to California. I can't sell the shirt for $5. Long story short, I think I took 9 or 10 or whatever. It's fine. But, people are nuts. They don't realize. Or maybe, so I sometimes I give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they didn't realize it was free shipping, because eBay's all over the place with, Casey says to negotiate with every best offer. I don't have the patience with low balls. Again, when I lose my patience, I'll probably take it off of everything. But right now I put it on, and there was a point. Yeah, I was getting tons and tons of low ball offers. We'll see. There was the other topic I wanted to bring up was offers to buyers. Because I don't know about anybody else, but when you get offers to buyers or have the ability, I'm only getting a handful a day. And if I have some still out there, it seems that gives me less for the day. And then it's of newer items, like where I want to turn over my older inventory. It's not like giving me the older items on send offers to buyers. Like I have 200 watchers, and the offers to buyers, I love it too, Donna. But the problem is that it's on stuff that I listed 2 weeks ago, not stuff that's been up for 2 months or 2 years that people are watching. And it's frustrating that you can't send to those folks. Yes, I do too. To your point, absolutely. Those shoes I just sold that went in that padded flat rate I just talked about, that was an offer to a buyer. I've had those for a little while, but no, actually that wasn't an offer to a buyer. I apologize. That was a best offer they sent me, asked me if I would take, I think $23 on a pair of shoes that I had for, oh my God. And then they were my cousins that I've had for probably 5 years. So I'm fine with that. But is anybody else running into that where they're offered to buyers of newer watched items than old stuff? Oh, your old stuff comes up. I don't know if I should call eBay, or I don't know if there's some kind of, I don't know. I don't know if there's some kind of glitch or whatever. Good morning, Mark. How are you? Thanks for joining. I'm not sure why, but for some reason, like yesterday, I had 5 more available to send to watchers, and 3 of them were something I listed the day before. Why would I want to send out an offer on something that's newly listed when I have like 200 watchers on things that have been out there for 5 months or more? And I guess that's something I should look into, if that's just me or if that's everyone. But so Donnie, you did good on your auction last night. It seems like every box sold. We didn't have to pass on one box, which was really nice. And that was good. And you got some good stuff, but we have to talk about my box. I know what you got in that storage unit. I know what you got in that storage unit. She's going to cater to that box. Good to hear, Mark. Good to hear. So we're going to think about topics. I want you guys to also help me with topics that we can talk about in the morning. Because I want to get more into just kind of putting the information out there, like the pirate ship for folks who aren't using it, for people who don't realize about the bag in the box, things like that. I think that will help everyone increase their profit, which is what we're all here to do, right? Bottom line, make as much as we can. I'm going to reminder to everybody, Derek didn't mention it last night, but at the end of the show, I was hoping he would remind everybody that Monday night is my auction on Derek's channel. I will have a ton of stuff, miscellaneous, you name it. I'll even have a couple of secret boxes or things that I'm just gonna, kind of show a couple of things and just put everything in there. Everything from wallets to pocketbooks to games and clothes, and not too much clothes because I'm still working on my own clothes. A few things, like maybe some little stuff that I have, but not too much. Games, video games. I had Anthony drooling yesterday. Anthony Pittsburgh, he was like, video games? What do you have? What do you have? And I do have a lot of video games, a lot. And Rebecca loves books, so I told her I will definitely have books. Oh, and Destiny was excited because I have an Irish lot of stuff, some bleak, some linen, things like that are going to be auctioned. So I'm excited for that. Yes, mystery boxes. Concierge by Donna. Ah, okay. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Good, good. Are we sitting on any storage units, bidding on anything this week? Or are you going to take it easy this week? Or not mystery boxes? Yeah, because you like to show everything. I get it. I get it. You're excited. You want people to know exactly what's in there. It was funny last night. I mean, I think we had your box up to like $30 or $40 before you even showed the first item. That was funny. But, for all of us, and everybody does different niches. I feel like, certain people do clothes exclusively. Certain people do shoes exclusively. Certain people do, let's say, designer bags and things like that. But yeah, you need to chill. Absolutely. You've got so much. You got to get back into your eBay store and make sure that it's not tanking, because you don't want to lose that. That's your bread and butter for sure. I mean, the storage units and the auctions are great, but you definitely have to. Yeah, that was, yeah, everyone was so good last night. Yeah, better keep hydrated and take vitamins. DK, how you do what you do. Yeah, for sure. It's not an easy business. That's for sure. Yeah, eBay. I'm sure it has. I'm sure it has. So Donatella was doing great, and trying to get through that last storage auction. Said you kind of start to put things on the back burner, and then you forget about things, and it's like life. It gets in the way at times, and you have to keep your eye on. If eBay is your main focus, you just got to keep eBay your main focus. If storage units are your main focus and doing the auctions, great. Change your handling time. I think you spoke about that for sure. I would change my handling time. And you even said, does it matter about top rated seller? My back is broken. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I am sure. Humping that stuff. I don't know. Again, if I don't have help, so, I can't rely on, my sons, unfortunately, because you never know where they are from day to day. And, my husband with his health issues can't, be lifting heavy dressers and, things that you might find in a storage unit. Or, I saw somebody who had, big mechanical tables and shelving. Like, I have that metal shelving in the garage. I think those shelves are like 80 or 90 pounds, those heavy metal stackable shelves. Now, yes, you can take them apart. There are certain things you can take apart, but if you find things in a storage unit, I've seen washer and dryers. A lot of people get washer and dryers in the unit. And I guess if you have it for a couple of days and you don't even know if they work, but you could throw them up on Letgo or Facebook Marketplace. But what if they don't come and pick them up? You got to hump them into a truck. You got to hump them to the dump. Eight sales last night, so not so bad. I haven't checked my small store yet. Okay. All right. So you still, I mean, it hasn't really like stopped your sales completely, but I find that if I stop listing, it takes a few days to catch up with me, where all of a sudden now I'm going days without a sale. So that's why I was on a major listing frenzy, and I will be on a major listing frenzy from now until I go back to work, because I have to get up as much. In fact, I'm usually on Chris Daily Refinements Monday night show. We do an accountability, and I am still on track, although I fell behind at the beginning of July, with doubling my eBay listings by August 15th. So I have not too many days left to double my listings, and I don't have my numbers here, but I'm not that close yet. I'm not that close. I think I got to be up to about 3,000 listings, and as of last night, I was at about two and change, maybe 2,000. So getting 1,000 listings up in the next 10 days, 12 days, is going to be a big feat. That's 100 listings a day. It's not easy. So I don't know if I'll make it, but I'm going to try. It may not be exactly 3, but I know it's close to 3. But if I want to do this full time, I got to get back up to the numbers I had before, 10 and 12,000 items between all my stores. Have to. It's the reason I haven't dropped my anchor store. It's like a punishment. I'm paying the $300 a month as a punishment because you got to have more than 3,000 items up on that platform just to make it make sense. And right now I don't. And I have to get there. Donna says mattresses. The dirty mattresses are the worst, and they weigh a ton. Yeah, if you don't have help carrying that stuff. I mean, a twin box spring and mattress, okay. But I know for myself, even my husband, I flipped the king. Oh my God, it's not easy just to flip it. Adam says he's ecstatic if he lists 10 a day. But you know what? It's all relative. It's all relative. Listen, if you list 10 a day, you would be surprised. If you made it consistent, even not 7 days, you did it for 5 days or did every other day, like just kind of, do 10 today, don't do any the next day, do 10 the next, or just do 5 for 7 days, 35 items. After you do that for a week or two, you're going to be surprised at what all of a sudden is going to start selling. Because I never believed it. I really was not a believer. No, that's not true. If I price things right, they'll sell. No, you got to list. They love the activity. Cassini, which is the algorithm in eBay, loves the Cassini of activity. Even if you're not listing, go in and tweak titles, go in and tweak prices. I sometimes will go on a page of 200 and click up at the top, and I'll just go down to the bottom where it says edit, and maybe not make any changes at all, but it almost puts a boost in your store that all of a sudden now it will do that. Uh-oh. Rebecca, good morning. Do you want to come on? I'll put the link in again. I had it in there. But feel free. Yes, come on, vent. But yeah, that's what you did last week when you couldn't list. Yeah, it just keeps the activity. Plus the offers to watchers. Make sure your feedback is all up to date. That's also an activity. So don't let your sold items with no feedback sit there, because that will also make Cassini think you're not working on your store. That's another one with the algorithm. I'm trying to think what else. There was one other thing I was thinking about. Adam's asking Rebecca if your husband's going to the doctor today. I know you mentioned last night he was going to go today. I hope that's not why you're crabby, because he decided he's not going. Anyway, yeah. Adam says, yeah, I believe it. I agree 100%. It loves listings, offers, views, etc. Any activity, for sure. Absolutely. So even if you aren't doing those 10 listings a day and you can't handle 10 listings a day, you do 5. Maybe the next day you just do 5 listings of tweaking titles. Go out. This is another little tip that I found that works. If you go out to the solds on something that you have listed, I usually see how the listing reads for the sold item and tweak my title to that. Or sometimes I just take that title and make it my title. That will absolutely help. Donna says, yeah, change the price up or down. Listen, I'll be the first one to tell you, I've increased my prices by 15% and put a sale for 10%, and I've sold stuff. So you just never know. I mean, I had something that sold yesterday. It was a scarf. Now, it's a lamb's wool. It's a very kind of decent, really scarf. I think, was it new with tags? I don't remember. It was an Irish lamb's wool, something like that. I think we priced it at $15.99 plus ship. I got $23.74 yesterday for it, because I had increased my prices way back when and then ran a sale, and then just once they fall off a sale, they stay at that increased price. So I got the increased price for that. You just never know. You just never know what's going to sell. Again, offers to watchers, definitely I get sales with that as well. I go down, $2 or $3, see what happens. If I have something up there for, let's just say $14.99 with, calculated shipping, then I know, okay, I could actually probably just take $10 with calculated shipping. Or if I don't have shipping on it, maybe I'll only go down to 12, depending on what the item is. Just kind of have to play around with that. Same thing with pricing. My lower items I've gone up and down with. My higher items definitely have gone down with, but then go back up again. So just play with all of that stuff and do it bulk even. Just, grab 10 or 12 items at a time, click on it, hit edit, go into your thing. Try to make a doctor appointment for my hubby, and they asked for systems. I told them we just wanted to make sure he was okay because he was in an accident. They said he had to have systems to be seen. I'm not sure what that means, Rebecca. I told them he crashed into the side of a semi and they had to fight with them to get him in. Ugh. It sounds terrible. You should just call an ambulance. I don't know what systems mean. No, that he's not in their system. Maybe he's the new patient. Maybe that's what you mean. Oh, symptoms. Okay. Oh, he had to have symptoms. Well, then he has chest pain. That's the best symptom. Believe me, they'll see you in an hour or less, or right away. Bring him right over. They will say, I'm sure. He's having chest pains. He had a car accident. I wouldn't be embarrassed to do that. Let them check him out. Yeah, pain, bruising. Absolutely. Absolutely. I know it sounds terrible, but hey, he's got to be seen. He has to. He should have really went right away. He really should have went right away. You just never know what comes. And you know what the sad part is too, Rebecca? He's going to have maybe something that happened that he's not going to feel 100% now, but even later in life, it's going to catch up with him. Believe me. I have 2 herniated discs in my lower back from somebody who rear-ended me. I don't know, when I was going to college. That was, way back when. We won't go with what year that was, but it was way back when. And yeah, the seat belt could have internal injuries, bruising, things like that. I think they took a stupid pill at the clinic today. Yeah, probably. Yeah, because you probably get, who knows, you might get part-timers on the weekend. They don't know a difference between, a hangnail and, heart palpitation. I don't know, but just, I don't like to throw anybody under the bus. But yeah, you should really just call back and, just maybe get somebody different on the phone. Like when we call eBay, right? You hope to get somebody different so you can win a case. But yeah, he's got to be seen. Maybe, I wonder, do you guys have, we have a lot of those walk-in places here. I don't know if you guys have one of those walk-in places where you don't even need an appointment. You just can kind of go. Not that they have the best, the urgent cares or the emergency room. He didn't have his seatbelt on. Oh my God. Oh, I don't know if that's worse. Did he hit his head? I hope he didn't get a seatbelt ticket. And they would have given somebody here one. Wow. Yeah, sometimes if you have it on, it could cause worse injury. I don't know. But, I mean, did his airbag deployed, I think you said. Oh, he did have a seat. Oh, he had it on. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then was there an airbag? Did that deploy? Did he get any kind of scarring on his face or anything from the airbag? Because that's another thing, you could say, listen, he's got this scar, bruise. Okay. Yeah, because a lot of people get burnt from those as well. So those are things. Okay. Yeah, it went off. I can't imagine it wouldn't have at 65 miles an hour with a semi. Oh my God, he's so lucky. He's so lucky, Rebecca. He's so lucky. All right. Well, I would call them back. Maybe get somebody different on the phone. Maybe, the chemicals from the airbag. Maybe just say, yeah, he's complaining of, I don't know, breathing, anything that's going to get him in right away. He's having, some breathing issues. I think yeah. It's like my husband, his mom and dad, I think, look over him all the time. He's the man of 9 lives. I swear he is. So the man of 9 lives. But, so hoping he gets in there. Just I call him back and tell him he has this, that, the other thing going on. And honestly, whether it's true or not, I know it sounds terrible, but he's got to get in there. He absolutely has to get in there, no matter what it is. He has to go. Has to. All right. I'm so sorry. We're saying our prayers. Hope he's okay. Hope he's feeling all right anyway. All right, guys. So anyway, that's it for me this morning. We're going to actually head out maybe to a yard sale or two. We'll see how it goes today. I have most of my stuff ready for Monday night for the auction on Derek's channel. Please, guys, don't forget about that. Monday night auction. Derek, Rebecca, hopefully will be on. Hopefully all is well with her husband. I don't know if anybody's heard from Deb. I know they were keeping her an extra day. Hopefully she is getting better as well. Thinking about you, Deb. And T, your husband and I need to get healthy, and both of us need to move to Delaware. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, he needs to get healthy too. We've been trying. We've really been trying, honestly. 1 week now. No carbs, no alcohol. That's a tough one for me. I love my martini. But yeah, we're trying to be good. We're trying to do that. Oh, good. You're getting in at 9:30. Woohoo! All right. Excellent. All right. So I'm glad. All right. So keep us updated. I know Anthony has a live working hangout this afternoon. Anthony Pittsburgh, for those of you who are subscribed. I think he has that around 3:00. I'll probably join that because I'll be heavy into listing then as well. And I'm actually getting to see my dining room floor. It's so great. So great. So the time away from work has really helped and speed up my listing. So it's all good. Guys, I'll be on tomorrow morning. Anybody who wants to hop on, let me know, or I'll always have the link available. Happy to have anybody on. I'm going to try to do this again tomorrow morning. Usually 9. Sometimes I'll pop on at 8:30. Sometimes it'll be as late as 9:30. But somewhere in that time frame, coffee with tea. Feel free to join me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.